Welcome back to the Mentor Course Management System. We're going to focus for this video on course materials. So switch browsers here, and this is the course home page, and we're going to talk a little bit later about how to create one of these home pages. But for now, on the main set of menus for the course management system, we're going to focus on this materials section. So course docs, syllabus, web pages, roster, and then schedule. So click on course docs. Course docs is a place, every course has a folder titled course docs for that course, and this is a place for instructors, faculty to share any files that they wish with their students. So it's very simple to create folders and to upload files. So any kind of file, PDF, even exe files, Java files, zip files, etc., you can upload to this page and make them available to your students. Files can be hidden. So if you want to put a file up and hide that file, you can even set a date visible that it becomes visible. So if there are files that you don't want students to see immediately, you can upload those and set a date upon which they're going to become visible, or manually set them to be visible if you don't set a date. You can also set, when you're uploading files, you can upload a zip archive, and Mentor will unzip that archive and place all the files in the course docs directory. It will even handle folders within that archive, create the subfolders, and put the files in their correct place. You can create folders, upload new files, obviously, create a URL and put a link right on this page. You can also do cross-listed entries. Mentor has a folder, My Documents folder for every user, and you can put common course files in there and then link to those files from this page. I'll show you an example of that. And then you can also copy files from another course. So this is, for instance, a cross-listed file. This file exists in the My Documents folder back here on my home page, and I believe it's inside one of these folders, and it's one of these files here. So it's very easy to keep a common repository of files and then link to them in the context of any given course. So let's get back to course docs. Here's a link that I put in. This is just a standard URL. We'll open up that web page in a separate browser. There's also a function to zip download all of the files and all the files in the subdirectories in whatever folder that you happen to be in, so you can easily extract all of your files from the course docs page. There's also a function that you can create a folder and then assign permissions to students to upload to those folders. So if you want students to share files amongst themselves, you can create a folder, set that folder for students to have permissions to upload, and then they can all upload and they can all download. You can also selectively set those permissions for upload and view. So if you want a folder for a group of students, you can do that as well. There are other group functions in Mentor, particularly on the assignments page. This function of allowing students to upload files on course docs really isn't designed for submission of assignments, although you can do it that way. It's much more that function is on the assignments page, and that will be a subject of a different video. You can see here I've got a syllabus file, and if I click on syllabus, you'll see that file listed here. We just wanted to make the syllabus real easy and clear to the students which file was the syllabus. And I'll give you an example of the student view here in just a moment. Web pages, you can create any sort of web page that you like. So if I click on this, I use full text in these web pages. And I actually go into class and display this on a smart board, and I can underline stuff and write on the page and so forth. You can embed images on these web pages, videos, really construct whatever you want as a web page. And you can see here is listed a variety of web pages that I've created for this course. And of course these can all be copied from this course to the next time I teach this course or another section of the course. Course roster is going to list all of the students in the class. Although I have students' names hidden, you can see even my own last name is hidden here. It does have student pictures, and so for the purposes of this video, I don't really want to sort of put my students' pictures out on YouTube. So I'll just explain briefly. The roster has information about the students, their ID, their major, etc. You can even get the student's course schedule on the roster. There's a function to create groups on the roster, so you can assign groups, students to groups, and those groups then can be used in the context of assignments or elsewhere in your course. And some other functions. There's a quick picture test where you get the students' pictures and you can mouse over to see their name, and that way you can learn their names rather quickly. Also a function to export your student data to a spreadsheet if you want to work with a spreadsheet. And finally, the schedule, the course schedule. Mentor has a function that will automatically create the schedule based on the schedule, the course schedule that will come in from your student information system or that is manually created in Mentor. Mentor will generate a list of dates that the class meets based on the days of the week that it meets and the times and so forth. And then you can put content into these dates. So here's a schedule page, for instance. This is the first day of class, and if I want to add content to that, I can type in. You'll see these codes here. These are actually links to other Mentor resources. They're very easy to embed. This is the link function. I browse the server, and Mentor shows me now a display of all the resources in my course to which I can establish links on the schedule pages. These links are also available in other contexts, such as on the web pages. So if I want to put in a link to a particular file on this date, I can just click it, and bingo, there's going to be a link to that file. So I'll save that, and then we'll see Mentor added that link to this course or to this date. If I go back to the schedule page, you'll see here there's a little checkbox, make current date course home page, and I have that checked, and that's what generates this extra home page tab. So if I uncheck that, you'll see that tab disappear, and now I don't have a course home page. If I check it, it reappears, and what the home page function does is for whatever today's date is, Mentor looks in the schedule and displays the next date forward. So today's date is actually 4/21, so we're going to see this date on the home page. So I'll click on this, and let's see if I got it right. Yes, I do. And you'll see here that that's the course home page. On the home page, I can scroll back to previous class periods and so forth, and the students can as well, so that they can review previous and the upcoming dates. So you can see here I have a link, in this case, to one of my web pages. If I click that, it's just going to bring up that same text that we saw. So the home page is a great place to put things that are important for students for a given class period. So in this case, this is the text that we're reading. Here's a test that I'm asking the students to do, a review test in Mentor. And you can see here I just threw in a YouTube video. It's very easy to embed videos in these pages, and I'll show you an example of that now. We'll simply go in and edit this page, and I'm going to go over, and I've got a video queued up. This is a YouTube video, and I'm just going to copy that embed text, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to click on the flash button, and I'm going to paste that embed text in here, and you can see that Mentor extracts the URL, extracts the height and width. For security reasons, we don't allow iframes and embedded scripts to be pasted directly into Mentor, so we have a function that extracts the information, and then Mentor generates that video, that embedded video. So let's do this. You can see here, this is the code that Mentor generates that will generate that video. I'll save that, and there's the link to the video right there, and it will play directly from the web page. So let's quickly take a look at a student view, and so I'm going to pause briefly while I bring up a student account, and then we'll restart here. So let me just... Okay, so we're back. I'm now logged in as a student. You can see this here. This is actually a function, a feature. Instructors can log in as students in their own courses, and this allows them to see what students can see, and it's actually a great check to make sure that you've got things straightened out, things working properly, the switch is set properly, and students can see what you think they can see. There are some limitations on that. You can't, for instance, send emails out from Mentor as a student. You can't post discussion threads and so forth as a student. But it is important for faculty to be able to see what students see. Now you can see here I've got the link to the same text. So this is the text that we're working on currently. So the students have that link. You'll see here that the link to the test, it says TBA, and that's because this test is not yet switched on. So the students see that, but can't do anything with it. So I should have that test switched on if I want the students to be able to do it. You can see here the embedded video. If we want to look at the full sort of view of the menus from the student point of view, they're right here. And you can see it looks a little different on the student side than on the faculty side, and that's because the students don't have the same kinds of functions and features that the faculty do. They have access to what they need to have access to. So that's the student view, and that's the overall summary of the materials section. Our next video will go on to course communications. Again, if you have questions about Mentor, visit our website, send us an email, or give us a call. Thanks.